Welcome to the channel, it's 9th edition 40k.
This is Inquisitor Telemachus of the Ordo Malleus. The Inquisition has interrupted its heretical broadcast to inform you that the subversive known as Number One has been taken into protective custody for flagrant violation of the core rules of 40k. Throughout this battle report, he has taken a super smite to be 2d3 mortal wounds, not d6.
Is that right? It's not even as if the rules changed recently. It was like that back in 8th.
Bring on the penitent engine.
Today on the channel we will be doing something a bit different. We'll be running a crusade game, Thousand Sons versus the Eldar, and we are celebrating the release of the new Eldar Codex as a result. Bear with us, all completely new rules. As we don't play an awful lot of Crusade. In fact, this might be my first ever Crusade game. And also new rules for my opponent, Number 3. Let's welcome him to the channel one more time. Number 3, hello!
What up, nerds?
Yeah, what up, nerds? And yeah, so this is going to be exciting. It's sort of like a continuation of our last battle, which is battle report number 11, I think, where the Thousand Sons were able to steal, despite stiff resistance, a number of soul stones from the enemy. The reason being is Ahriman is obsessed with the Eldar race. He believes that they hold the secret to undoing the rubric and bringing back all his long lost brothers. And for that he's seeking their knowledge, and he has stolen a load of soul stones, one of which has ended up here. As the Thousand Sons extracted themselves from the location, they were pursued by the Eldar. The Eldar were not going to allow their fallen kin to be tortured in such a way. And on this remote icy planet where the Thousand Sons were moving through, they have managed to assassinate a holder of one of the soul stones, a sorcerer. And the soul stone that he dropped was a particular value to the Eldar because it contains the soul of a very powerful farseer. For that reason, the Thousand Sons are also very keen to recover this soul stone, because they believe the farseer is more likely than your average Eldar to sort of understand the ability to change the rubric and bring their brothers back. So we will be running the relic mission from the crusade section in the main rulebook. It is a retrieval mission. There is a single objective which represents the soul stone. It looks like it's actually fallen down the grate. That's probably why it requires a full action to recover. But that's basically what's happened. Each you score victory points for having the relic once you've done an action to secure it, and then at the very end of the battle round you score victory points if you still have it. Deployment will be Hammer and Anvil, I think they call it. Yeah, so we don't know who's deploying here yet, which deployment zone, but there'll be one deployment zone here, one deployment zone here, meet in the middle, try and grab the soul stone. And we're playing Crusade, so this may be the start of a campaign. We'll see how the story develops. And we may be bringing other factions into this campaign. There's also, of course, my Orcs and my Space Marines, and possibly some Tyranids and Tau who may be interested. Possibly some Custodies from Number 2 and his Dark Elder. So we'll see how it all pans out. But this is going to be our sort of first introductory game. Let's go and have a look at the armies. Okay, and here we have the Thousand Sons army. Crusade armies start with 50 power level. And they start with 5 requisition points that you can then spend on things like relics and warlord traits. But I've spent all 5 of my requisition points to increase my power level by 25. So this is in fact 75 power level of Thousand Sons. It is a battalion. I'm going to be running the Cult of Knowledge as I am playing the Court of the Crimson King. And as a result, there's no relic or warlord trait in this army. but my army is going to be led by the warlord Imodum Manitek. He's been tasked by Araman to retrieve this important soul stone, which contains the soul of this farseer, and he is looking to obviously increase his standing amongst the Legion command, since his failure to effectively defend Chancel 4 has put a cloud over his name. He is an exalted sorcerer on a disc of Tzeentch, and he has a standard loadout of a warp bolt pistol and a force stave. His psychic powers are Presage, which is +1 to hit spell, and temporal manipulation. That's a healing spell. He doesn't like to get too close to the enemy, and he's a bit of a coward at heart. All psychic units in this army, because we're running the Cult of Knowledge, gain the Empiric Trespass spell, and that is a spell which enables you to reroll wound rolls of 1 against a selected enemy unit, and the whole army receives the benefit of that. So yeah, that's Imodum Manitek. His second in command is Harada Ran. He's also an exalted sorcerer, and Harada Ran is looking to supplant Imodum Manitek, and if Imodum Manitek fails in this mission, he may well make a power move against him shortly after that. He, however, is on foot at the moment, and he also has a standard loadout of warp bolt pistol and the force stave. His psychic powers are swelled by the warp. He's a bit more interested in getting into close combat, and that is a buffing spell for his stats. And also Doom Bolt, which is a sort of standard attacking mortal wound causing spell. He also gains the Empiric Trespass like everyone else. Final HQ slot is my Photek Amonkhet. He's an Infernal Master. His psychic power is Firestorm of Tzeentch, which is again an attacking spell, and his Infernal Pacts, which are a bit like chaplains. There is Bladed Maelstrom, which is basically a -2 to charge and advance nerf thing. It can also do a single mortal wound if the unit is 6 or more models in it. May well only affect the Guardians, possibly. And the next Infernal Pact is a Glimpse of Eternity. That's a simple reroll, but it's better than a command point reroll because you can just select 1 dice. So I can reroll a single dice, and it doesn't. It can also affect some things that command point rerolls don't work on. So they're the characters. The troop slots. I've got one squad of 10 Rubik Marines armed with a Soul Reaper cannon. They've all got warp bolters. This is squad Kira, and he has the Glamour of Tzeentch spell, which is basically a -1 to hit defensive spell. This is squad Zakar. The Aspiring Sorcerer has a Warp Flame Pistol, and his spell is Weaver of Fates, which is an increase to invulnerable save spell. They both have icons of Tzeentch, which adds to my Cabal point tally. And then finally in troop slot, I've got 20 Zangor warriors with a Twist Spray, a musician, which adds +1 to their charge and advance rolls, and they've got a herd banner as well, which adds 1 to their leadership. In the elite slot are the Scarab Occult Terminators squad decor. They are got Empiric Guidance. I just had to check. Empiric Guidance, that is a spell which increases the range of their heavy and rapid fire weapons by 6 inches. So it means they can reach out and at 30 inches instead of 24 if that spell is cast. Also in the heavy support is my Defiler, standard Defiler loadout, Defiler Battle Cannon, twin heavy flamers and twin auto cannons. And then finally another elite choice is the Hellbrute with Hellbrute Fist and twin multi-melter. Yeah, so that's it. That's 75 power. Let's go and have a look at the Eldar army.
So, same as number one's Crusade force, I have spent my starting 5 requisition points on my supply limit. So I have here a 73 power level force. So it's a patrol detachment. I'll start with the HQs. Over here on the right is my warlord, the farseer Porphyrial. She has a singing spear and knows the spells Fortune and Guide. And again, because I spent all my requisition points, she's got no warlord trait and no relic. Also in HQs, right over on the left-hand side, we have Jane Czar, the Phoenix Lord.
Wow.
Now, she is going to be very different than her old stat line. And in Crusade, the Phoenix Lords are treated as named characters, so they never make out of action tests and that sort of thing. But they can't ever be upgraded either.
No, they're a bit like was it star players in Blood Bowl?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, she's very neat. Phoenix Lords have been buffed beyond belief in the new codex. So she's gained a 4-up invulnerable save and cannot lose more than 3 wounds in a single phase. Yes.
Okay.
She's only got 6 wounds total, so it's
you could
possible
still
to kill her in a single turn.
Yeah, but you have to really try.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've got no way of healing her either. So, but there's also a stratagem to revive a dead Phoenix Lord once battle.
Nasty.
As well. So
okay.
She might be a difficult one to put down. Following on from Jane Czar in the elites, we have a unit of 5 Howling Banshees.
Yeah.
The Exarch is armed with a Triskelion Shuriken pistol. All the others have Banshee blades. Again, they've got a lot of improvements. All aspect warriors have got invulnerable saves now. The Banshee blades have got a slightly better stat line. All their different abilities about charging and penalties to hit and that sort of thing have completely been changed around. So I'm going to have to keep checking them as we go.
Yeah, new codex, so bear with us all.
Nearly every data sheet in the codex has had something changed to it, even if it's just a weapon profile. So I'm going to be there's going to be lots of takebacks and checking stuff, but it's all right.
My codex is not so new. I'm not sure what my excuse is, but I'll try and.
Now, interestingly, the Exarch powers have gone. You have to buy them,
Right.
But they improve the Exarchs a lot more than they used to because they improve their stat line as well as giving them ability. But because we're playing Crusade, you can only buy up your Exarch powers when the unit reaches a certain level of experience. Then you're going to requisition the upgrades, which is quite a neat little feature.
Yeah.
Sticking with elites, we move further back. We've got a unit of 5 Wraith Guard armed with Wraith Cannon.
Yeah, amazing.
Their weapon profile has improved as well. They are very, very punchy indeed. And this isn't the first time so I'm hoping they'll impress.
Am I right in thinking these no longer auto hit like flamery weapons? Or am I thinking of
they can be equipped with a D scythe, which also hits like a flame weapon.
Right.
But these Wraith Cannon are not. They're single shot.
Yeah.
But they've got a higher damage code.
Okay. Right.
And they can stick mortal wounds on wound rolls of 6 as well.
Oh, nice.
So they're quite. Yeah. They're still good, and they've got a longer range than the D scythes.
Yeah.
And I just like them. Classic Wraith Guard weapon, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, 2 troop choices. If we don't mind swinging over here, please. Number 1, we've got the unit of 10 Guardian Defenders.
Yeah.
With their weapon platform with an Aeldari missile launcher. Not much else to say about those. And at the front here, we have our 5
Rangers.
Thank you. I was going to say Pathfinders, but they're not, are they? Who again they've changed slightly. They're no longer deep strike, but they can deploy out in the fields as long as they're 9 inches away from the enemy units, which is a nice. It's fine. Their rifles have got a teeny weeny upgrade in as much as they're now -1 AP, but I don't suppose that'll make much difference. To the left of them, we have in our fast attack slot we have warp spiders.
I love these guys. They're so cool.
They've got their usual web spinners. The Exarch has got 2 of them and power blades. Yeah. In the middle, I forgot an elite. Sorry. Yeah. We have our Warlock Skyrunner. Yeah. Warlock Tomoa here. Now you only get 2 elite slots in a patrol, but the Seer Council ability means that for every farseer in the detachment, I can add up to 1 unit of warlocks that don't take up a
A slot.
A detachment slot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my free slot warlock. And just behind him, a unit of 6 wind riders.
Yeah.
So they'll be eligible for your units of 6 or more ability that you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah.
And then moving to the back, we've got a couple of grav tanks. So we've got the Wave Serpent, which is a dedicated transport.
Yeah.
That will be carrying the Wraithguard, the otherwise quite slow Wraithguard into battle. We have a Falcon grav tank with the Pulse Laser and Aeldari missile launcher.
Yeah.
And that will be carrying, probably bringing Jane Zar and her Howling Banshees into battle.
I thought so, yeah.
And then
finally,
a Warwalker with a pair of Star Cannon.
Awesome.
Which, again, the Star Cannon, I was hesitant to ever use them before because their stat line was so unreliable, but now it's much
less swingy.
So, yeah.
That's generally across the board, isn't it?
Yeah.
New codex weapons less swingy. Do you have a Craftworld trait? Or
I have a Craftworld trait,
that?
so it's Ebrazel, which is one of the far-flung craft worlds.
Yeah.
Those of you who've seen my Eldar on the channel before will know that I've used the custom traits Children of Moray Heg and Hunters of Ancient Relics. Happily, those are both carried through into the new codex, but they behave slightly differently now. So Children of Moray Heg means that any unit that is below its starting strength, that is in terms of number of models, gets +1 to its attack rolls, which is really punchy.
So if they're less than half their starting strength.
No, if they're less than their starting strength.
Less than their starting. So any casualty, they get +1 attack.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness, and that's gonna kick in with your Howling Banshees, is it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Okay.
I'd be more worried about the Wraithguard personally, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then the Hunters of Ancient Relics means that they may still shoot while performing an action.
Okay, that's useful.
Which may come into play if units try to retrieve the relic during the mission.
Yeah, that's going to be quite useful in this game, I think, actually. Excellent. Well, yeah, I mean, a beautifully painted army. We've seen it before, but it's slightly more expanded, isn't it? I think you've got a second tank. I love your tanks. They're just so well painted.
While we're on the tanks, a couple of things I forgot to mention. The Wave Serpent is armed with 3 shuriken cannon.
Yeah.
And both of the grav tanks have the Spirit Stones upgrade.
Yeah.
Which means that they count as having double the number of wounds remaining for determining which stat line
you're using. Okay, excellent. All right, well, lovely army. We'll talk about the agendas once we're deployed, but let's go to deployment now. Okay, here we are at the end of deployment. Let's talk about the Thousand Sons first. I've spent a command point to put my Zangors in webway infiltration, putting me down to 11. The squad of Rubrics are here with Harada Ron and the Infernal Master. Leading in front is the Defiler. On the gantries up here, I've not put my Terminators in Deep Strike. I've decided to deploy them first turn. Hopefully, they've got a very good line of fire into the centre of the battlefield. Downside is they probably won't be able to get off that gantry very easily because they're so slow. So they probably won't be involved in picking up the relic. And then under this gantry here, we've got another squad of Rubrics and the Warlord, Emoda Manitek, and the Hell Brute. Let's talk about my agendas. I've picked the Thousand Sons specific one, Wrath of the Sorcerers, which basically means I have a tally. Every unit who casts Smite or Witchfire spell or a Malediction or destroys an enemy unit in the psychic phase gains on that tally, and then whoever has the best tally at the end of the game gets I think 2 points to improve. What do they call them? Number 3? Experience points. Yes, experience points. The other agenda I've got is Assassins, which means I get experience for killing the enemy characters. And then finally Survivor, which I've put on Emoda Manitek. I get experience points if he survives effectively at the end of the game. He's a bit of a coward, so that felt a bit, like how he would want to play this game out. He wants to curry favour with the HQs, with the Legion command, so he wants to make sure he survives to tell the tale of this story, unless he loses, of course. Okay, let's have a look at the Eldar. Should I call them Eldar?
Well,
is that old school?
I like to call them Eldar because to me they are Eldar, but the official term is Aeldari.
Aeldari, yeah.
And as it happens, this whole army are also Azuriani.
Azuriani, which are the Craftworld.
Which is Craftworld,
yeah.
The children of Azurian.
Ah. Good job, we got all this knowledge. So, what have we got here?
So, the Warwalker here and the Outcast Rangers up here have both used their forward deployment rule. It's not called that, but I can't remember what it is called.
Yeah.
And then behind my deployment lines, we've got the Guardians who are sneaking through the industrial
terrain thing,
terrain with the farseer warlord Porphyrion accompanying them.
Yeah.
Behind, we have a Falcon here ready to zoom into the battlefield, carrying its Howling Banshees.
Yeah.
Over on the other side, the Wave Serpent, full of Wraith Guard, is again hovering, ready to descend onto the battlefield. And then at the back, choosing their moment to strike, the Wind Riders and the Warlock. And the Warp Spiders are currently just hanging out in the warp, in a little pocket dimension web.
Yeah.
And they have spun. In terms of agendas, I've used an Aeldari agenda, which is fight for the future. So that is to attempt to destroy the agents of chaos in order to save the Aeldari race from total destruction. That means I get a tally, each unit rather keeps a tally of how many chaos units they destroy during the game. And depending on that tally, they get experience points.
Fight for the future or delay the inevitable, one might say. But,
yeah.
But yes, okay.
Yeah. I've also got First Strike, which is a tally of how many units I kill in the first. Or each unit a tally of how many they kill in the first turn.
Yeah.
Which might prove to be a bit of a damp squib. We shall see. I thought it looked like an interesting one to try. And then Survivor, which I am going to very boldly give to the Warwalker. Actually, no. The thing is, you haven't got to assign it until your command phase.
Yeah, you don't have to assign it yet.
If you go first, I might not do that because the Warwalker's
because he could be lit up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so if I go first, I'll probably choose.
All right, so you got Survivor. So you'll choose. I mean, technically, I guess I didn't need to choose either. But
change it.
But I don't think I will change it. But yeah, in your command phase, you select a unit. And if it survives the battle, you get extra experience points. Then, or if it's a single model, if it survives, if units is under half strength.
So so you get extra XP if it's above half strength, which is either number of models, or for a single model unit like the Warwalker, if it's above half points.
Fine. Okay, great. All right. So, do you have a die?
I do, number one.
Right. Let's see who has first turn. Guess first. 3. So I will choose to go first, I think.
Go with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Splendid.
So Thousand Sons have enough forewarning to realise what's happening here. They've just about got the march on the Eldar as they swoop in to try and recover the long lost soul of their farseer. As we go into the Thousand Sons turn 1. Okay, first up, the farseer gazes into the future, and we're doing what are these dice called?
Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate.
So at the start of every turn, I roll 6 dice, and because it is a strike force size battle, I now keep 4 of these. So we've got 1 is an advance, 2 is a charge, 3 are for psychic tests, 4 is for a wound roll. 4 is for a hit roll, 5 is for a wound roll.
Right. And you can keep 4 of these dice.
I can keep 4 of these, so I don't really want the charge roll, and I don't really want the advance roll. So I'll keep these 4. Now my farseer, Runes of the Farseer, allows me to re-roll one of these. So I'm going to take one of the psychic test ones and re-roll it.
Okay.
I really want to get a 6. No, I get another 5 for a wound roll. Okay.
And these...
So I'll keep these now.
Yeah.
And anytime this turn, I can, before I roll one of those types of rolls, so a psychic test, a hit or a wound,
yeah.
Instead of rolling one of those dice, I can swap in one of these and make it a 6.
Make it a 6, yeah. Okay. Excellent. Right. All right, let's go into Thousand Sons Turn 1. Oh, one thing, it cost me 2 command points to put my goats in the red way. I did check, so I'm down to 10. But I'm now back up to 11 because it's my turn and it's my command phase. Okay, here we are at the end of the movement phase of Thousand Sons Turn 1. Just a general advance. The Hellbrute has come around the corner and is eyeing up a shot against the Wave Serpent. The Terminators have just shuffled along the gantry, both squads of rubrics advancing with the officers, and the Chaos Crab, just sort of advancing up as well. So the idea, I think, is to try and clear some of these Eldar assets away before we make a massive quick grab for the Fallen Soulstone. One thing to mention, the Infernal Master got his packs off, and he has Ritual's Glimpse of Eternity, so I've got effectively a reroll in the bag that I have to use until my next command phase. Okay, let's go to the Psychic phase. Okay, no denials are within range with pre-measured. So the Aspiring Sorcerer is going to cast Weaver of Fates on the Defiler, which will increase its invulnerable save to a 4-up. Warp charge value of 7, and Thousand Sons can always add 1 to this roll. So that is successfully cast on an 8, so that now has a 4-up invulnerable save. Okay, moving on to the Terminators. They're going to cast the Cult of Knowledge specific spell, Emperor Trespass, on the Warwalker, and that has a warp charge value of 6. And that goes off, and it means that I can all Cult of Knowledge units, which is everything in the army apart from the Zangors, reroll wound rolls of 1 against that Warwalker. Right, moving on. Immodum Manatak will cast Presage on the Hellbrute. I'm just checking I don't need to see it. No, I don't need to see it. So it's got to be within 18 inches, which it is. Warp charge value is 7. And that goes off on 11, so that's +1 to hit. He's also going to spend 4 Cabal points on Imbued Manifestation, which adds 6 inches to one of his psychic spells ranges. So he's now got a 24-inch smite, and therefore he can smite this Warwalker. Let's see if it goes off, and it goes off on a 9. I'm going to... Hold on. Right, I've got 9 Cabal points left. I'm going to spend all 9 of them to add 2 to that psychic test. So effectively I add 3 to it because I'm already a Thousand Son. So that now becomes a Super Smite on an 11, which is 2d3 mortal wounds against the Warwalker. So you've just taken 5 mortal wounds.
2d3 mortal wounds?
Yes. Instead of d6, the Super Smites are 2d3 instead of d6
Good
now.
Grief. Okay, that's...
Right, a lot of my offensive spells are only 18 inches and are out of range. So the last spell of the Psychic phase is Swelled by the Warp, which is going to be cast on the Defiler. I don't think it's going to get charged, but if it is, it's going to be buffed. And that goes off. Now, tell a lie, there's Glamour of Tzeentch being cast by the Aspiring Sorcerer here. And that does go off. I add 1 to that, so they're -1 to hit. Okay, that's the end of my Psychic phase. Let's go into the Shooting phase. The twin multi-melter is going to go into your Wave Serpent.
So a quick word about the new Serpent Shield.
Yep. Okay, I've just been informed what the shield does. Okay, so I can't wound on a 1, 2, 3, and you get a 5 invulnerable.
That's right.
Okay, but I'm hitting on 2s all the same because they're presaged, and I get 2 hits. So it would be strength 8. It would
against toughness 7.
So, but I be wounding on 4, 5, 6 because of your shield, and I get a 3 and a 5. I'm going to use my my re-roll.
The
special one.
The Glimpse of Eternity.
Glimpse of Eternity, yes, yeah. Doesn't help. So that is 1 beyond your invulnerable save.
I'm sorry, I'll do it over here.
No, don't worry, yeah. And
That's
it
successful
pings
save.
off the shield.
Shields.
Okay. Alright, isn't it? Okay, so the Scarab Occult Terminators are going to split fire, because that always works. So these 3 Terminators are going to try and plink off the last wound on your Warwalker.
Yes.
And these 2 are going to fire into your Wave Serpent. So I'll do the 2 into the Wave Serpent first. They are hitting on freeze. And I can re-roll ones because of a mode of Manatech. And they are core. Right, so there's still quite a few 2s. And strength 4, toughness 7, so 5s. 1, no, sorry, 0. That's not a 5, that's a 4. Okay, so let's do the missile into the Warwalker. It's hitting on freeze. And I can re-roll ones. So that's 2 hits. Strength 8, toughness less than 8.
6.
Yeah. And I can reroll ones because of Emperor Trespass. So 1 minus 2.
So that'll be on the power field save, 5 up. No.
No.
I don't think it matters if it explodes, but let's roll it anyway. It does not.
No,
explode.
it is destroyed. Okay.
First
blood.
Right,
okay.
Poor sad Warwalker.
Okay, only real target for these rubrics is the Wave Serpent, so they will put everything into the Wave Serpent. I'm going to do the Soul Reaper first. Okay, Soul Reaper, heavy 5, hitting on freeze, rerolling ones because of a mode of Manatech, and getting 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness 7, so 5s to wound. 2 minus 3 saves.
So it's on the Serpent Shield, 5 up. 1.
Take a wound.
Okay.
Okay, these are the normal bolt guns. They have moved over half range, only firing once, rerolling ones. And not the best shooting, lads. Never mind. 5s to wound. And I get it 1 minus 2 save.
Okay. 5 up Serpent Shield. No.
Take your 2nd wound. Okay, moving on then to the Defiler. If it's in range, I'll just measure the heavy flamers will go up into the scouts up here. The rest of the weapons are going to continue trying to attack the Wave Serpent. So let's do the battle cannon. Oh. So that fires heavy d6 times for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these will be hitting on freeze. And scoring 3 hits. Strength 8, toughness 7, but because of the shield, I'm really on 4s. So 1, it'd be on your vulnerable save, it's minus 2 at least.
No.
No. Do you want a command point? That's... Okay, command point reroll. No,
Failed.
It takes flat 3 damage.
Yikes.
And then the auto cannons will be hitting on freeze. They all hit. Wounding on 4s. And 1 more save.
Failed.
Oh no, take another wound from the auto cannon.
Yeah.
Okay, the heavy flame, I think it's just about out of range. It's pretty, it's millimeters, but I think just out. So that's the Defiler done. The only thing I've got left is this last squad of rubrics. They might as well try and plink up at the Rangers. Okay, so this is the Soul Reaper cannon. -1 to hit because they are Rangers in cover. So I'm hitting on 4s. And I can reroll 1s because of Harada Ron. So I get 3 hits. These are strength 5, so 3s to wound. And that's 2 minus 3 saves.
Okay, so that's 6s then.
Oh! 1 pings off the armour, one's
And 1 doesn't, so that's...
Okay, and these Lobolters, they are over half range and they've moved, so only 1 shot fired. And they're hitting on 4s because of the cover, but I can reroll 1s. And I get 5 hits. Strength 4. Ow. 4 minus 2 saves. 5 ups. So 2 go down.
Yes.
And that is the end of my
Average.
shooting phase. They need to make a morale test, I'm assuming.
Yep. Oops. Yeah, because you're done with charging. You're not going to charge.
Oh yeah, no, nothing charged. Yeah.
Oh,
That is a fail.
That's bad.
So one flees, but the other one sticks around, and that is the end of turn 1 for the Thousand Sons. Yeah, fairly happy with that. Good solid advance.
Wow.
Taken out a war machine, damaged that the wave serpent, and there's only one ranger left on top of there. So yeah, there's going to need to be a good solid pushback from the Eldar, but I think they've got shenanigans and tricks. They know what they're doing. They're an ancient race that has been fighting the long fight against Chaos for a long time.
Shenanigans is what they are best known for.
So let's go into Aeldari, not Aeldari, whatever.
Azuriani?
Azuriani, yeah. Let's go for them. Turn 1. Okay, here we are at the end of movement phase for the Eldar turn 1. Like the Thousand Sons, there's quite an aggressive push to the middle as we all race to get the Soul Stone. So, do you want to talk me through it, number 3? What you done?
Yeah, so the grav tanks are rushing to get their precious cargo deployed in the centre, where they will tear apart the Thousand Sons. Backing them up come the Wind Riders.
Yeah.
On a hail of shuriken blades, and the Guardians are just cautiously repositioning in the gantry up here to start raining fire down upon. They
advance, and they got a good advance roll, so they're in position now. Well, they won't be able.
They won't be able to fire their weapon platform.
Yeah,
but the couple of Guardians at the front will start to take some pot shots, I think.
Yeah.
And the Lone Ranger at the top of the gantry. Grits his teeth and sights up to take some of the chaos followers down with him.
Okay, yeah. Now you do have a psychic phase as you are Eldar, so shall we go into that?
Right, my Warlock is casting Conceal with Warp Charge of 6.
Okay.
Which does not go off.
You can't use your dice.
I can't use them now because I've already called it. But I will use a command point reroll.
Okay, yep.
And reroll this.
Do you ever not do both dice with a command point reroll?
Oh, yeah, it used to be just one, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it's both.
No, you're right.
You have to pick up both.
I've got to do a command point reroll to redo that psychic test. Exactly the same result. Amazing.
Okay. We just move on. Move on.
Okay. The Far is going to cast Fortune. Now, I am going to use one of my Strands of Fate dice to make one of these dice a 6.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll the other one.
Yeah.
Because it can affect the range of the spell. Also get a 6. Now, that would be Perils of the Warp.
Yeah.
But the Farseer's Ghost Helm
protects him.
Means he is immune to... is immune to Perils of the Warp, which is good.
Okay.
But it's a super fortune, so I can actually have a 24-inch range.
Yeah.
It has to be a core or character unit.
Okay.
So I am going to use it on the Guardians.
Okay.
To give them a 4-up shrug. 5-up shrug.
Okay.
And then for the second power, for the Farseer, I'm going to use Guide, Warp Charge value 6. Got no more Strands of Fate for Psychic, but it does cast successfully.
I haven't pre-measured to see if I'm in denial range yet. Hold on a second.
Okay,
I'm going to try and deny just about in range of Haradaran, and he doesn't deny, so that does go off.
Okay. Fortune in the shooting phase?
Okay, Guide on the Falcon,
yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Right, that's one off for Psychic. Shooting.
Shooting phase for out of turn 1.
Shooting phase.
What do you got?
Okay, I'm going to open with the Wave Serpent.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to spend a command point to use Blade Storm.
And
this means we're firing shuriken weapons, of which it has 3. Natural rolls of 6 score additional hits.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to fire all 3 of those at the rubrics.
Right in front of him,
in front of him.
They've got glamour on them, so they're -1 to hit.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we're hitting on 4s then with
Fours
glamour.
with glamour, yeah. Oh, not bad. That's a few 6s there.
Yeah, that's
That's
4
not bad.
6s, so that's 8 hits, 12 hits.
12 hits
in
coming
total.
in. Ow.
Okay, not bad. Not bad at all.
So you're spending...
I've got 2 strands of fate dice for wounds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend them now.
Yeah, so they become 6s in effect.
So 2 of those become 6s.
Yeah.
And so let me just put them here as 6s, so remember when you say come to save. And the rest of these now, so we're strength 6 against
Toughness 4, so
4. So that's a reasonably good set of rolls.
How many is that? 6.
So
the 6s are at -3 save, 2 damage. I don't get all his dust, and I am on my 5-up invulnerable save for those 2. So yeah, that's 3 dead. And then there are 5 -1 saves, so these are up 4 up. That's a bit better. Phew. So 4 dead in total. That's still not bad though. Okay, the Wind Riders are next.
now the back 2 are not actually in range of the rubrics, but the front 4 are.
And these got damage to weapons.
These are all shuriken cannons again.
Right.
So they're the same type of weapon.
Yeah.
Glamour?
So these are the Wind Riders. Same weapons, hitting on 4s. Not quite so good, but still a good spread of hits. That's okay. You've no fake dice to be used here, so it's just winning on 3 strength 6.
Yep.
1 6.
So
And
and 2 regular.
2
So that's
regular.
-3, and those are -1.
Okay. So the white dice is a 5 up, the blue are 4 up. And 1 more dice. Just damage 2. So last was it range? What are they called? Thingy dice.
Strand of fate.
Strand of fate dice. You're using the ranger to fight the Rubricate, and you're selecting your dice to make it a 6. So auto 6. So that would be a hit. Does it cause mortal wounds?
It's on a wound of 6.
Okay. So toughness 4.
Strength 4. So wounding on 4, fishing for a 6, which I get.
so
So you get mortal wound.
yeah.
Right, but
So
you also get a regular save at -1, and you get your all his dust on this.
Oh, okay. So if it's all his dust is back to 3 up then. So and yeah, so he takes a mortal wound.
Okay.
Takes a headshot, but a load of dust just falls out of the eyepiece.
Okay.
And they advance anyway, so it doesn't matter. But so yeah.
And there was on the advance, yes, but sorry, battle focus means they don't take that penalty.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that. Okay, but it's still -1 to hit because of the sorry.
Yeah.
Guardians into the two guardians in range into these rubrics with their shrink and catapults. So
Yeah, so 4s.
4s.
So that's 3 hits.
Do you get a re-roll that one because of the farseer?
Reroll the one because of. Oh no, he doesn't have an aura.
No. Okay, fine. Yeah. So tough T4.
So strength 4. Sorry, so 4s to wound. Okay, that's 3 wounds, and one of them is at -3 AP, but they're all 1 damage weapons.
Okay, the white dice is a 4 up, the blue dice on top because I do get all his dust, and they all saved.
Okay.
So this is the Falcon. He's putting all but the small arms into the Defiler, who's popped smoke, so it's -1 to hit.
Yeah, so we can do the catapults first on the
Sure.
rubrics.
Okay, and the rest of them into that squad, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're hitting on 4s, but re-rolling misses.
Yeah. Because of your. Ooh.
So the 1s and 2s I can re-roll, but not the 3.
Okay.
So that's 2 hits. There's 6s. Oh no, I need to wound first.
Wound.
So 4s against 4. So 1 wound at -1, so that's a 2-up save.
2-up save. Yeah, saved.
Okay. So it's a 4-up, re-rolling 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Reroll that because of was it guide, isn't it? So that does hit.
And then
3 to wound, toughness 7.
And that's a -2 save.
So 5 up invulnerable for the demon. No, that does go through. How much are we doing damage?
I'm doing 6 damage.
Ow.
4s.
Okay, pulse laser. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
1 hit, strength 9, so 3 to wound. I'm going to command point that.
Okay. What about it?
It's -3.
-3. How much damage is this doing?
D3 +3.
Okay, right. For 5 up invulnerable. No, I'm D3 +3. It's not going to kill it, but it could properly. Yeah, I've got command point spell. I'm going to try and sneakily command point that. No, that does go through.
Alrighty.
So that's
5 damage.
So it's down to 3 left. Ow, that is smoking. Smoking. Okay, and after that, withering barrage from the Eldar. That's the end of shooting phase for the Eldar, and there are no charges. So that's the end of the turn. The rubrics are fearless, so don't have to take morale. 3 wounds left on the Defiler.
Unfortunately, I have now lost my opportunity to score my first strike agenda.
That's true, yeah.
I've not
You've not destroyed anything. No.
No, I didn't bring a strong enough Alpha Strike game, I guess because half my units are not on the table yet.
Yeah.
Oh well, lesson learned.
Oh, you almost got a Defiler, frankly.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
I wasn't too worried about Defiler, to be honest, because I was looking at your army and thinking there's not much anti-tank here, is there? But that was enough. But there we go. Okay, we go into Thousand Sons turn 2. Here we are at the end of movement phase for the Thousand Sons. A little mixed in terms of how aggressive they're being, but the pact failed, so I don't get that reroll this turn. The Infernal Regeneration has got my one wound back on the Defiler, and I still have 13 Cabal points to play with. So what's happened? The Defiler, it's got 4 wounds left. Probably isn't much long for this world, so I'm going to try and bust that Falcon open and force number 3 to drop his close assault specialists further away from my lines, because I know that they will make complete mincemeat of anything they charge into. Try and sort of push him back, and I don't want to get too close to the what are they called? I want to call bone singers, but that's something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Howling benches.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, and these name character James R. So
Jay-Z, as I like to call it.
Yeah, Jay-Z. So I did think about actually moving back these rubrics a little bit to make sure that any charges that do happen are harder. But I know that number 3 has got a 6-inch like auto include on a charge roll, so they've decided to stay still basically, neither advance or retreat. Same with the Terminators, to be honest. They've got a good commanding field of fire, so I don't think they're going to be doing very much either. And then the Hell Brute has shuffled a bit closer round here. Zangors are staying in the webway for the time being. There's not any real decent places to get them out yet, and I'm going to try and use them to recover the Soulstone at later times. As it stands, I'm controlling the Soulstone, but I only get victory points at the beginning of my command phase. And Mode and Manatech has done something a little bit uncharacteristic, which is move in to support these rubrics here. He did think about flying up to the Terminators, and he might still do that later if things get a bit too hairy. Right, let's go to the Psychic phase. So, Cheeky Smite coming from the Scarab Cult Terminators into the Wave Servant, Port Charge value of 5. And I get to add 1 to that, and that's a 4. Yeah, that fails. Right, so these... Okay, so the rubrics down here are going to put Glamour of Tzeentch on themselves. That's a warp charge value of 7. And that does go off on a 7. You could try and deny this with your Warlock. You're going to let that... Okay. Yeah. So Warlock is going to try and deny that because it's the only thing he could potentially do.
So we're looking for an
8, yeah.
Which I do not get,
no.
So it goes off. That
does go off. Right, okay. Okay, this rubric squad will try and do Weaver of Fates. Is it worth trying to keep this alive? It didn't really help last time. But I'm going to give it a go. So this will be on the Defiler again. Warp charge value of 7. and that goes off on a 9. You could try and deny that, I think.
Could, but that's no.
It's 4 up and vulnerable on that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. My Infernal Master is going to cast Empiric Trespass against your Falcon.
So what does that do?
That will everything be able to re-roll wound rolls of 1 against it if it goes off. Let's see if I cast it first.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering if to do some trickery. No. Right. So see if it casts. What charge value of 6? I do get a 7. Yeah. So you're gonna try and deny that?
I'm gonna try and deny that.
Okay. And you
I
do.
denied it with an 11.
You contemptuously bat that aside. Okay. So Harada Ron, the only power in range, because I forgot, well I didn't forget, I tactically decided not to move him forward, and then forgot about the 18-inch range for a lot of his spells. So he's going to do Swell by the Warp, which is the buffing spell, on the Defiler, which will add 2 to its strength and 1 to its attacks, and that's a warp charge value of 6, and that is an 8. And I'm going to spend 8 Cabal points to make that undeniable.
Oh, God damn it.
Now I'm going to press this to Terminators, in fact. So this is warp charge value of 7. And that goes off on an 11. I think you're probably just about in range with him.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you want to try? So, okay, Presses has gone off. Last spell is...
Destroy opposing army.
Yeah. Roll 2d6. And on the result of a 2 or more... you destroy your opponent. Smite, and it's going to hit the Wave Serpent.
Yep.
Oh, goodness sake.
Oh, no, it's not.
Goodness sake. Right, hold on. So I was hoping to do a Cabal, spend my Cabal points on extra damage for the Smite, but I'm going to have to spend it to add 1 to that dice roll so it actually goes off. So it's D3 mortal wounds against your Wave Serpent for 2. Okay, let's kick off again the shooting phase, turn 2 for Thousand Sons with the multi-melter, and it's going to keep trying to destroy this tank. Hit on freeze this time because it's not presaged. And I get 1 hit, and it's wounding on 4s because of your shield.
Correct.
And it does wound, and then you'll be on your invulnerable.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be the first strand
It's your first strand of fate
of the round.
The pilot was forewarned by the farseer that monstrous killing machine is going to keep trying to kill it. So yeah, ping!
I've unlocked a mystery of the future.
Exactly, yeah. If only we knew what that hellbrute was going to do next turn. So
where do we point our shields, Captain?
Right, okay, moving on. Let's do yeah, okay, I'm going to put all the small arms from this Rubric squad into here. I might do it off camera though. Yeah. The small arms fire actually doing quite well and putting the Wave 7 down to 1 wound. Imodin Manatech will try and take that last wound off with his pistol, hitting on 2s. He hits, and he'll be wounding on 5s. No. Okay, the Defiler.
Well, if you're going to shoot at the Falcon, I think I'll do lightning fast reflexes again.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be honest. I was going to put his twin heavy flamer to try and kill that last ranger.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of the weapons.
Oh, you really want to stop the Wave Serpent?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, splitting fire, the heavy flamer into that last ranger. The rest of his weapons are going to go into the Wave Serpent to try and kill it off.
Poor little ranger.
Yeah, so the ranger gets 10 auto hits. Oh dear, so strength 5, this is freeze, also hits. And oh well, you know, he's got 6 -1 saves.
Okay.
3 up saves.
No, that's not right. Saving on 4s, sorry.
4s.
It's -1, he said.
Yeah.
Oh look,
Oh,
he's
no.
failed 3 of them, so he's crispy fried.
He's roasted.
Crispy
Okay.
fried space elf.
There we go. Right, and then the rest of the weapons are going to go into the... so this is the battle cannon. Fires once. Ooh, and hits.
This is
hold on. Okay, lightning fast reaction has been played on the Wave Serpent, and that missed. So I've
should
got...
have done it earlier in the turn, really, but there we are.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if the...
I was saving it for the Falcon. Now you're not attacking the Falcon.
I know, I've confused you. I've confused myself. This is the auto cannon, and it's now hitting on 5s because it's nerfed and you got lightning fast reaction. So, but I do get a hit. It is strength.
It's nerfed. What does that mean?
Sorry, that's what I mean. It's in his middle bracket, which means he's hitting on a 4 up. It's on a 4 up. Yeah, sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, okay.
So
you'd have missed with the battle cannon anyway.
I would have missed with the battle cannon anyway, thinking about it.
Okay.
Strength 7, toughness 7. No.
We know how this always goes.
Yeah, I'm splitting fire with this squad of rubrics. Exactly, yeah. So let's do the Soul Reaper. Let's see if we can get this last wound off. It's hit on 4s as a lightning fast reactions, and I get 3 hits. I'm wounding on 5s. 2 -3 saves.
2 -3 saves. So I'm going to make these saves one at a time.
Okay. Is it 5 up and vulnerable, isn't it?
It is a 5 up.
Yeah.
No.
Did it with the first shot.
Right. Does it explode?
Okay, does it explode? Well, yeah, that's a good point. Any fail to get out of the wreckage. They all get out. Damn it, because they're wound free. I was thinking, it'd be quite nice if one die at least.
Well, if one died, though, then they'd all get +1 to hit, wouldn't they? That would be a terrific result.
That would. Okay, and that's how things end up. I've just got my Terminators to shoot, and I'm spending 3 command points. 1 on Infernal Fusillade, which adds an extra dice to any bolt weapon that this unit fires. So basically the Storm Bolts are firing 5 dice instead of 4. And then Wrath of the Wronged, which is add 1 to the wound roll of that attack for that unit. That's 2 command points. Everything going into the Wraith Guard. Okay, let's start with the Hellfire Missile Rack. That's heavy 2, and it's hitting on 3s. And it gets 2 hits. Its strength is 8. So it's wounding on 3s, but because of Wrath of the Wronged, it's 2s. And they both wound. These are at -2. So one of these automatically save with your. That's the last one you got, isn't it?
Last armor save.
Yeah. Strands of Fate. And then this is a -2.
-2, so I need a 5 up.
Yes. Pings off the Wraith Bone. Okay, let's do the Soul Reaper. That's heavy 5.
That way.
And it's hitting on 2s. And irritatingly, I'm just slightly out of range because I'm an expert 40k player of my Emoda Manatech, so I can't re-roll them. But I get 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness 5 is 4.
All the best players never measure their auras.
No.
One. You just see what your luck's like.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So I'm winning on 4s normally, but because of Wrath of the Wrong 3s. And I didn't get Emperor Trespass off, so that's 2 -3 saves.
Okay, so these are 6s now.
Oh, you make 1.
1's in.
Oh, this is not going to plan.
1 point of damage, yeah?
1 point of damage, yeah. Okay, these are the Warpstorm Bolts, 20 dice, hitting on 2s. That's not too bad. I get 2 misses, and I can't re-roll that. So, strength 4, toughness more than 4s, 5.
6, so yeah, 5.
But
+1.
+1, so back to 4s. Oh. Alright, drop 1. Back to 4s. And, oh, look at those 1s. I was really hoping for. Oh no, I would never have got it off anyway because they were not present on the table on the psychic phase. So that is 7 -2s.
So
5s.
Nice. Still 4 go in. So
1 is killed.
1 is killed and
1 is injured. That is not as good as I was hoping. 3 command points to kill a Wraith Construct. Oh dear. Okay, well that's the end of my shooting phase. Yeah, charging Defiler into the Falcon, and I think I've got no option but to send this group into the Wraith Constructs. Are you overwatching? If you are, the rubrics are going to go in first, obviously.
Number 1, I am going to Overwatch against the Defiler.
Oh, okay.
The Falcon against the Defiler.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay, right. So, do you want to do that now?
Let's.
Pulse laser.
So we're hitting on 6s. So we've got guide up. We're re-rolling mists.
Okay.
Shots.
So
One hit. That's one hit.
One hit.
Okay, so strength 9, so that's a 3
3.
to wound. Has he got, what spells has he got on him?
He's got the 4 up and
Strength is
vulnerable.
up, and he's 4 up. Right,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Plus 2 attacks. Sorry, plus 2 strength, plus 1 attack, and he's got 4 up and vulnerable at the moment.
Cool. Okay, so wounding on a 3 then.
Yeah.
That wounds, so you take your magic.
4 up or death. Command point. Come on, Zinj. Come on, little Zinj. Come on.
Oh.
Yes,
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Right.
Starshot missile, we're not finished.
Doesn't hit, but I can re-roll that. Does not hit. And then last but not least, and this is where it'll destroy it utterly.
Yeah.
Come the shuriken catapults.
It's always a small arm to do more work, isn't it? You get 2 hits. Reroll the misses. 2 hits.
So 5 to wound.
5 to wound.
Make 2 saves at minus 3.
So 4 up and vulnerables.
1 damage each, so he's down to his last 2.
But that does put me on my bottom bracket,
bracket.
which may well be significant. Right, this is the Defiler.
No pressure.
I think the rubrics are going to be an auto win, but I'll roll.
Dude, no, you're fine. Look at how close they are.
Yeah, that's okay. And then this is the sorcerer. Good job that wasn't the sorcerer.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the sorcerer better roll a little bit higher than that, I think.
Yeah, and then the sorcerer.
Yeah, that's fine. Sim.
Do. Okay. That's fine. I don't really need to pilot. Okay. I'm going to activate Mode and Manatech. He's getting his hands dirty, which is very unlike him.
Point out, sorry, number 1, to if you're already recording. Take -1 off the damage, so you need a 5 up to do a kill per hit.
Yeah, number 3 just remind me that these take -1 damage weapons, things that attack them doing -1 damage. But I'm going to spend a command point on Sorcerer's Might on his Force Save, which makes his Force Save D3 +1. So effectively cancelling it out, it's now back to D3. Got 5 attacks, and he hits on 2s. And is that a bit cocked? And he gets 4 hits. His strength is 8.
Ooh.
Plus 3 to his strength. Sorry, 7.
There are 6, so...
Yeah, 3s. Sorry. It wouldn't make any difference, but yeah. Whoa, there we go.
Wow.
4, only -1s, unfortunately.
Okay. So, need 4 to save then.
Yeah. To get through. So, 2d3. So, one's going to just simply kill that one. Yep. And then... I'm looking for a 5 or 6. No, take a wound. That wasn't really worth it, was it? There we go. Now, fear the disc. Hits on 2s. No, it misses. Okay.
I fear no disc.
Okay, so 2 command points been spent to counter assault the rubrics from the Wraith constructs.
Punch in the face, punch in the face.
-1 hit because glamour.
So we're shooting on 4s.
Ooh,
not bad at all.
Not bad, is it?
Strength 5, so 3s to wound. Nice. So,
all his dust will kick in, 2 up. And you killed 2 Marines.
Nice.
Oh, I was thinking that's 2 command points. That may not be worth spending, but there we go. It turned out quite good in the end. This is the Exalted Sorcerer. Not Exalted, the Aspiring. He can reroll at 1 because the Exalted is next to him. So he does get 3 hits. He's wounding on 3s, strength 7. And he wounds once. 1 -1.
4 up.
Saved. And then the 2 grunts left. Reroll the 1. 5s. No. Okay, and then let's see what the Defiler can do.
6 attacks, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 attacks because he's swelled by the warp, but because he's smoking, he's not on 5s.
Only rolled 5 dice, Dick.
I did. I've got 1 more to go, haven't I? I didn't count properly.
Sorry,
but they've all
number 1, I should call you.
Yeah, they've all missed so far. Yeah, great. So he does no damage. Do you want to attack back? Go on, kill him.
I would love to. So 3 attacks hitting on 6s.
No. Although that would have been so amusing. Had
I better do morale check for the wraiths.
Oh, they still suffer.
Yeah.
Such things.
Well, they do have spirits in them, so.
Yeah, they've only taken one though, haven't they? So can they fail?
They've probably got leadership 8 to be fair, but they pass it.
Yeah, that's gonna be fine. And that's the end of a turn that did not really go to plan for me, to be honest. I was really hoping to have destroyed the Falcon, popped out, force the close assault units to drop down there, and really I was hoping to have done a lot more damage to the Wraith Knights as well. So yeah, I think I'm in a bit of trouble now, but let's see what happens. Luck is fickle, and you never know. Zinch might have to step in to protect the Thousand Sons as we go into Eldar
He
Town.
might have to step in person at this rate.
Yeah. It's fighting talk from number 3 here. Number 3 is confident. So
number 3's got a new codex, and we're in before the FAQ errata was published as well. So this is at peak Eldari codex.
Before, yeah, okay.
The most powerful they'll be for at least 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. So I don't begrudge you your moment in the sun as we go into Eldar Town 2. Hey, kicking off the psychic. Oh, should we talk about your movement? So here we are at the end of the movement phase for Eldar only turn 2.
So the Falcon has fallen back.
Yep.
Okay, zipped all the way over here, but I've used feigned retreat to allow it to still
fire.
So that to still fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wind Riders have rushed forward.
Yep.
And the Warlock, they are remaining stationary in combat. The Guardians here have all shuffled forward to the edge of the gantry, and the Farseer has strode up between them, where she can start to rain down psychic doom.
Okay.
Upon her foes. Speaking of which, this is Smite to open the.
Smite.
Open the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. What does it 5?
Oh
dear.
Rubbish. But I'm not going to re-roll that.
No.
No, I'm going to move on instead to.
Okay, guide.
Is on a 6.
On the Falcon, is it? No.
8.
I'll try and deny it. Is that +1 hit, isn't it?
No, re-roll misses.
No, I shall try and deny that. So I need to beat an 8.
Yeah.
And I do.
You do. Very good.
Denied. You stride to the front of the battle line, and we give you a lesson in sorcery. Right, so you got your Warlock.
The Warlock's going to attempt to conceal with a warp charge of 6.
Okay.
Which goes off.
I've got a denial here.
Yeah,
so
go for it. So you just need a 7.
No, that does go off.
Alright, I'm going to stick that on.
Okay, so light cover given to the Falcon, +1 armor save, and is that the end of your psychic?
That is the end of my psychic.
Nice. So he's probably not doing anything else, are you? So are we going to go into Thousand Sons turn 3?
Is that on camera?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it not? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So singing spear into the fire is one way to pop smoke, but it's always hit on 2. That thing, doesn't it?
No, it always wounds on 2.
Always wounds
So
on
might
2.
miss. He's a 2 ballistic skill.
Yeah. No. Fine. Yeah. Okay. So he hits. Wounds on 2.
Oh no, not against. It might not be against vehicles actually.
Should we see what you get? That's going to be a wound, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Basic armor save. So 3 up. Saved.
Okay.
Okay, so everything from the Guardian
Do
squad.
the missile first.
Okay. Hitting on a 3. He hits.
Wounding on a 3. It wounds. -4
up or death. I imagine. Lost it. That's a 1. That's not more than 4. How much damage? Gonna be more.
D6.
Okay, you can still roll a 1. He's got 2 wounds left. No.
Does not.
But I want it to blow, please.
Cock dice don't count.
Cock dice do not count. No, it's just destroyed. Yeah, so they can fire into combat the what they call Wraith Guard.
Wraith Guards.
And so targeting the rubrics.
Yep, so they're hitting on 3s. Simple as that.
Yeah. -1 because of grammar?
Yes.
Yeah, so 4. So 2 hits.
2 hits. Strength 10, so 2 twins.
2 twins, yeah.
So that doesn't wound, but that does a mortal wound.
Okay, does a mortal wound. Can't do anything about that. So
and
one's
then
injured.
you're on a minus something.
I'll be up a 5 up invulnerable, I imagine.
Yes.
So
yeah.
No, so you're going to obliterate.
So one of them takes D3 plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so with that, put on the same as the mortal
wounds. So yeah. Okay, we caught that. Mortal wounds are applied last, so I failed my normal save. That killed that rubric, and a mortal wound then get put onto the second rubric. Okay, what's next?
Next is
so Falcon putting everything into the Hellbrute.
Yep. So Starshot missile hits.
T7.
Strength 8, so wounding on a 3. Yeah, wounds, so it's a -2.
I've got 5 invulnerable. No, my vulnerable save's not been.
6 damage.
6 goes to 5. Got.
Yes, because of eternal.
Yeah, monstrous regenerated. I can't remember. It's monstrous something or other.
Eternal horrible gift.
Yeah.
And the pulse laser hits. Strength 9, so wounds both times. -3, I think. Does it make any difference as you get an invulnerable?
No, that's going to be too... Well, unless it's only -1. That's both failed.
No, I'm sure it's -3 or -4.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 2 fails.
Pulse laser is -3. So that is 8 damage.
Cool. Right, okay, well, that's destroyed then. Wow. That's got quite a lot of punch, that thing, isn't it?
It really has.
The Wind Riders are putting everything into the Terminators. You've done something on called Blade Storm.
So every natural 6 I roll is a hit.
Is an extra hit. In response, I've done Unwavering Phalanx for 1 command point, which reduces the damage 2 weapons that are coming into damage 1. So I will get all this dust, and they've got cover as well, so they're -1 the hit. So is it 4s? There's a few 6s.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. So that's 7, 3 more. So we're strength 6 against toughness 4.
Yep, 3 to wound.
Yikes, that is poor. So that is 5 saves.
Right, 2 up saves on the blue dice, 5 up saves on the grey dice because they're at -4. Oh, but I do get all his dust. Oh, damn. Good job I did do that, didn't I? So 1 gets through.
Single damage.
Oh,
goodness me.
Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase for Eldar turn 2. Only 1 wound caused with that. Unwavering Phalanx kicking in, but there are some charges.
Yeah, so the Wind Riders, first of all, are going to charge the... they're going to multi-charge the Rubrics and the Sorcerer.
Okay.
So I'm going to use one of my Strands of Fate dice for a 6.
Yep.
I'm going to roll the other one, which is a 2.
8. Yeah, that's a comfortable...
God, I'm so sorry.
And the Warlock also charging in using the Fates dice to make sure that that is a definite charge.
This is my pylons.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Okay, so 4 bikes into a mode of man attack.
Freeze.
Hit on freeze.
So strength 4. Yeah. So
4s
to wound.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, and I have any modifier?
Nope.
So 3 up powers, armor save, and I take a wound. 4 left. Yep, 2 against rubrics.
So 1 hit, 4 to wound, doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
And then the Warlock.
Okay, Warlock against rubrics. Hitting on freeze, getting 1 hit.
And the Singing Spear, I think it always wins on 2. For no AP, 3 damage.
Okay, so I don't get all his dust, so 3 up. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to put my attacks back against the bikes, I think. Even though your Wraith constructs haven't quite fought yet. I just think I'm going to do more damage with them. So this is the Sorcerer hitting on 2s, and he gets 4 hits.
Oh, hold on, sorry, 1 second. Don't take your die. I don't know what you rolled. You might have rolled all 6s.
Yeah, well I have. No, I haven't really. No. Lightning fast reactions has been played. So in fact, I only hit 3 times because I rolled 2 2s and a 1. But I do get 2 hits. So I'm strength 7, so freeze to wound. And I get 2 wins, 2 -1s.
Okay, so we I think we're only 4s up for Wind Riders. 5s then. No,
Nice. D2, D3 wounds. So the first one, and then it'll kill another one. Yeah. Fear the disc. And it misses twice.
I love the way you...
Yeah, okay, so the sorcerer's going to try and attack the warlock back, hitting on 3s. And he gets 2 hits. And winning on 3s. Getting 1 -1 save on your warlock.
That is going to be the invulnerable rune armor 4-up. Yes.
Yeah, and then the grunt reroll 1s. Gets 1 hit. Doesn't wound. Okay, do you want to do your
wraiths?
Wraiths now.
Right.
Okay, all into the room.
Oh, well, no, you know what? They can't actually. Hitting on 4s because they're glamoured.
4, still glamoured, yeah. That's not really made any difference there. Oh no, it's got 1 miss there.
Strength 5, so yeah, 3s.
And I get 2 up saved, don't I?
Yeah.
2 up saved. Yeah, saved. It's their guns that do the real damage, isn't it?
Right? It is, and crucially, that means you're going to score that objective.
Okay, and that's it for turn 2 for the Eldar. I'm going to score the victory points for holding that just about for the time being, because they have objects secure. So
10 points.
I mean, it's 10 points for the Thousand Sons.
I'm not really that interested in advancing.
Okay, farseer reroll.
To get another charge rather. I don't think I'm going to want them all, so I'm going to take 2 charges.
Yeah.
And 2 wounds.
Okay. Okay, we're at the end of the movement phase for Thousand Sons. I'm back up to 3 command points. My Infernal Pact did go off, so I do have a bonus reroll in hand. And the Thousand Sons are still trying to get hold of this objective, so the rubrics have advanced. The officers have sort of moved in within the ranks of because I don't want them to be attacked by any deep strikers without Lookout Sir kicking in. Obviously the Terminators staying where they are, and the Zangors have come out of the Eldar webway and are eyeing up a charge to try and rescue Immode and Manatech from this quagmire here. It does mean that they will almost certainly get countercharged, but I don't think there's anything really I can do about that. So I'm hoping they will do their damage before that happens. Okay, let's go into the psychic phase. Okay, let's kick off with Harada Ran. He will do a smite to begin with. Watch out value 5. And that is a 8, becomes a 9. No, so that's a 9. Do you want to try and deny that?
Yep.
Need a 10. Oh! How annoying. His second power.
I do apologise, old boy.
Yeah. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. Try not to do it again. Right, so Doom Bolt now. This is what charge value of 6. And that goes off on a 10. Try and deny that? No, that's a flat 3 mortal wounds.
Jesus, on what?
Be your bites nearest
Okay.
enemy model target. And I'm going to spend 4 Cabal points to do Malefic Charge, which does another D3. So it's 3 plus 2, so 5 mortal wounds against your bites. This squad will try and do Weaver of Fates on the Terminators. What charge value of 7, that'll give them a 4-up invulnerable. And that does fail.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, 6, 7, it does.
Well, I'm going to try and deny it.
Okay. From your Warlock, yeah?
From my... Oh, which one's doing it?
Yeah, you're in range.
The Farseer. He's got 2 deniers.
Fine, yeah. And no. Okay, so yeah, the Terminator's got a 4-up invulnerable. Right, so the Infernal Master. Infernal Master's going to do Firestorm of Tzeentch against your Warlock. Ooh. Doesn't have to be the nearest visible, so it just has to be... Ooh! That's 11.
Yeah, I can't.
Because I rolled 9 or more, I do mortal wounds on a 5-up. 3 to get through. And that is 4 mortal wounds against your Warlock. Just, do you want to check his stats? He's definitely got...
He's only got 3.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do to stop it.
No. So Scabbardcock Terminators will smite on a 6. And oh my goodness, that is a super smite. That's 2d3 mortal wounds. It will hit your bikes. Sorry, 2d3 for 3 mortal wounds.
God.
It made a man attack. We'll do a healing spell on himself. And that succeeds on a 9.
Where's all your perils rolls?
Yeah, I've not done a single one yet, have I? He's back to full health, and his second spell, I think he's going to smite that last bike. And that's on it's a super smite because it's an 11. So 2d3 mortal wounds, boff. Wow, what a psychic phase. That's got to be one of my best. And I had, 3 super smites, I think, coming in?
Yeah.
Oh, scary. So that has really helped. That has cleared the bikes away. And the warlock. So 1 less enemy psyker.
Oh, he was a storm of, he was the firestorm of Zinch.
He just got turned into a pillar of fire. Right. Okay. So now we've got the shooting phase. The rest of my army is going to try and do something about this falcon. I don't have huge hopes about doing much about it, but they are targeting everything at it. You've done lightning fast reactions.
So -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
Got benefit of cover +1 to his
save.
From conceal, even though the warlock's gone.
Okay, so I'll do the missile launcher first. -1 to hit, so 4s. He gets 1 hit. It's strength 8, so freeze. Does wound, and it's at -2. Becomes -1 because you're cover. So yeah, -1.
So
D3 damage if it gets through. No.
Does not save. What was trans?
So D3 damage for 1. Soul Reaper hitting on 4s because of the reactions, getting 2 hits. 5s, strength 5. And late.
Does the Soul Reaper?
Storm Bolters. 5 to wound. 3 -2s becomes -1.
4s. Not so good. 2 going.
2 going, see? 3 in total, yeah. Okay.
So that's 1 damage each, is it?
Yeah. So only the front rank are in range of the Falcon. So this is the Soul Reaper, still hitting on 4s because it's light and fast. Ooh, that's made a difference. I can reroll a 1. Yeah, that would have been 5 hits if it weren't for his reactions. Instead of only 1 hit. So 5s to wound. No. Yeah, I forgot to do steady advance again. I have to do it in my movement phase. So they can only fire once because they've moved. But I can reroll the 1s. Oh. 5s to wound. No. Okay, and then the bat rank into the Guardians. Zinch likes change. Right, so this is the bat rank. They moved and not quite within half a range. I can reroll a 1 into the Guardians. Oh, they're -1 to hit though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because of the cover, so that misses. And then freeze to wound. Oh goodness, 4 6s! 4 6s. If only it was an important roll.
And what is it?
-2.
-2. So we're on 6s to save these then.
Yeah.
That's not so good.
No.
1 saves.
So 3 gets killed. Hey, that is in my shooting phase. Wow. I mean, what a psychic. I'm still buzzing over that psychic phase. I don't know. Let's see if it makes any difference. Now I've got a charge, quite important one, this, into your Wraith constructs with the Zangors. And that's the only charge I've got. So I get to add 1 to this because of the instrument. And that is I think that was a 7. Yeah, that's a 7, so that's a fail. So I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Come on. And that fails. Right. Defenders go first. So your constructs. Oh, you're going to kill my goats now.
On 2s, so remembered because they're
everything into the sorcerer. Yeah, hit on 2s because you've taken casualties.
Yeah, the Eldar of Brazel Craftworld that understand that no success comes without great sacrifice.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
So that's all 9 hitting.
Yeah.
Strength 5, so
freeze.
3s to wound.
Okay,
so that's...
Okay, so this is free up power armor save.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, but I still take 3 wounds though, so he's down to 2. Okay, attacks back. Hitting on 2s. Oh. Which one of these two did I roll? 1, 2, 3, it was a 1. No, okay, so they all hit. Winning on 3s. And that's 3 minus 1s.
So 4s.
Ah! But you haven't finished. I haven't finished with
No.
the disc. No. Oh, it does hit. It did hit on 2. 5s.
No.
No.
Alright, rubric o'clock.
Rubrics. Okay, this is the sorcerer. And he hits all the times. And he's winning on 3s. 3 minus 1s.
4s. Ooh.
Take D3 damage.
Ooh, that's not
D3 minus 1 though, because.
Oh, yes, because
yeah,
so
it's a 2. Let's see if the grunt can finish you off. He hits once, reroll 1. Hits once, wounding on 5s. No.
Right, so what was that? 2 damage?
2 damage, yeah. Okay. At the end of movement phase for Eldar turn 3, there's been quite a lot has happened. We did remember the morale check. The Guardians passed on the last turn. So yeah, talk me through it, number 3. What you done?
Okay, so the Guardians have remained in position, as has the Farseer Porphyrial with them.
Yep.
Jane Zara and her Banshees have leapt out of the Falcon and sped with. She got a maximum advance, and Banshee's got a 12-inch advance, which was nice.
And they can advance and charge.
And they can advance and charge. So they have gone pelting past the centre of the field.
Yeah.
And as they do so, the Wraith Guard have made a feigned retreat. They've pushed through.
Yeah.
But are preparing to.
So they can still fire,
for
a command point, feigned retreat.
That's right. And then, last but not least, the warp spiders have blinked out of their pocket dimension.
Yeah. So the reinforcements have turned up for the Eldar.
This is very much the the reinforcing of the Eldar advance.
Excellent. Right. So
Psychic time.
Psychic time.
Psychic time will be quite quick. We've got no warlock, so it's just the Farseer.
Yeah.
First spell is going to be guide. Which goes off.
I'll try and deny it.
Okay.
And I don't.
This has to be a core.
So Jane is guided if she needs guidance. I'm not sure. I think she knows where she's going, but.
And then
second spell.
Fortune. Which does go off.
On an 8, I try and deny as well. Oh, I do. I shut that down.
Do you? You don't peril.
I don't know. You can't. You don't peril denials. No. So shooting phase, howling banshees with their pistols.
Yeah, they've all got pistols, but the Exarch has also got a Triscally.
Right.
So they are going to target the Rubric Marines with all those.
Yeah. Okay.
So the pistols first. These are just 3s to hit.
Getting 4 hits.
4 to wound. So that's 3 saves at -1, but you get all the 1 damage.
Right, so back to 3s then. And you do take that last wound out, so just the sorcerer left.
Move my dice over.
That's right, no problem. So this is the Triscally from the Exarch.
Yeah, so only 1 hit, and I think it is strength 6, but I'm just checking. So 3 to wound.
3 to wound, strength 5. That's wound.
Yeah, so it's -3, but against 1 damage. So if he has all his dust.
-2, yeah, it does, even though technically he's not dust. Yeah. So -2, still 5s anyway. No.
So that is just 1
just
damage.
1 damage. He's got 1 wound left. Okay, so splitting fire all over the place with the Falcon. So what do you want to do first?
I'll do the catapults on the
catapults into the Aspiring Sorcerer.
So he's still on his top wound bracket because of his Spirit Stones.
Yep.
So 3s.
3s, yeah. Didn't get glamour off this time.
No.
3 hits.
So strength 4 against toughness 4 is 4s to wounds. So it's 3 saves to make at -1. And you get all his dust.
Yeah, -1 +1 to freeze. No, you do. Oh, kill him. I've no point. No, I won't do command point where you are.
Angles.
Is it blast?
Yes, you're right. So it's
6. Yeah.
Don't often get to use blast.
No, you forget about blast. So
you're fighting against custodians and whatnot. You don't.
Yeah.
And Tau.
Nobody brings units of greater than 11 apart from me.
3s.
Yeah.
Okay, strength 4 against toughness
4. 4s.
All the 4s.
Oh,
only one
only
wound
one.
and minus 1. 0, sorry.
They got a 5 up invulnerable, so that's
fine.
saves.
And then the pulse laser on the Scarab Cult Terminators.
Yep.
2 hits, strength 9, so 2
Twos.
wounds. 2 wounds, so it's...
Yeah, Weaver of Fate's 4 up and vulnerable. Pass one, fail one.
So one's
Obliterated.
blown away, yeah.
Yeah.
5 damage.
Edit, we did forget about the cover. We looked at the footage. There was actually 1 miss and 1 hit. And then we did a 1, 2, 3. It was the miss that I saved. And that's what happened. So he's back with 2 wounds. Okay. What else we got next? And number 3.
Yes, sorry. Okay, so
Got these
Jane
guys.
Zar is
yep.
going to throw the Silent Death at... Oh, is she...
Silent Death at Emoda Manatech. What's the range of that? I'm assuming
12
it's...
inches.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine. Okay.
So she's hitting on a 6 attacks, hitting on a 2.
Cool.
Re-rolling because of guide. So re-roll that. No.
No.
Sorry, strength 6. So
Threes.
3 to wound. So that's
4
wounds at -3.
4 up and vulnerable save. I need to pass 3 out of these 4 dice. And I only pass 1. So even if I command point reroll 1, he is slain. Well, not slain. He's injured and decides to go somewhere else. But unfortunately, he was my survivor. I didn't play survival very well, did I? Because I put him in danger. Yeah, okay. Race against the Scarab Cult Terminators. What's the damage of these things? I might do Unwavering Phalanx again.
3.
Oh.
So.
Ow. Okay,
so we're hitting on 2s because they're below starting strength.
Yeah. But a -1 because of cover, but it doesn't matter. You still hit.
Yes. So 3 hits, so strength 10, so wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
A 1 failed.
Oh. 2 go in at minus...
So I'm on my 4 up or deaths, isn't it?
Yeah.
So... Yeah. Oh. Who's the biggest elite in this army? that could have been worse though. That could have been, yeah. So the web spiders, warp spiders.
They're going to assault 6 now, but they're blast weapons.
Yeah,
as well.
blast. So because there's a big mob of Zangors here, they are firing 6. So they are 6 times 6, 36 shots coming in, hitting on 3s.
18 rather than rolling all 36.
Yeah. This is the first volley.
So these are
First rank, second rank fire.
3 ups.
Hitting on
So they are
3s.
absolutely filling the air with monofilament webs, which is pretty horrible.
15 wounds getting through 5 up invulnerable saves. Okay, farseer throwing his singing spear. If there's any more evidence of a race in decline, it's because they call their weapon singing spear. But it hits.
Hits wounds.
Does wound.
No AP, so
2 up.
Just a 2.
Cock dice?
No, it's a 3 up.
Oh, 3 up. Is that cock dice then? Yeah, he saves. Yeah.
Okay.
So, continuing with the Guardians. This is
So
the
2s to hit.
small arms into the rubrics. Those that can see. So, 1 miss. It's the wound roll that matters, isn't it, to the save?
Yeah. 4s to...
Force to
I should
wound.
have used Bladestorm. Look at all those 6s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well. 4s to win. I haven't got any 6s, but I have got 5.
Yeah, all is dust, so -1, +1, 3s. Take 2 wounds, that's 1 dead.
That's better.
So the missiles going into them, 4 shots, because it's
2
blast.
to hit.
They all hit.
And it's strength 4, so 4 to
Fours.
wound. And
2.
it's 2. And it's only 1 damage.
So -1, 1 damage, 3 up, saved. Yeah, saved. It's the end of the shooting phase. There's probably some charges.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. There are indeed.
I can't overwatch against your Screaming Master.
You cannot overwatch against
No.
them. No.
Okay.
Right, James R is going to... So who have we got? We've got Harada Ran.
Yeah.
And
He's trying to fate dice, so there's a 1 dice, he's already got 6. I think you probably, 11 in his charge for James R into the rubrics.
I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do anything funky with that.
And the Banshees. So you get a 10, so that's going to be in as well. Ooh. Right, unfortunately, gimbal's run out, so you're going to have to put up my shaky filming. So, Jane's are 6 attacks with
Piercing strike.
the piercing strike, which is the more damaging version, I think, otherwise.
So 2s rerolling 1s. Oh! Right.
1 Rubik parries.
5 hits at strength. It's either 6 or 7. Yeah, 6. So
3s.
3's the wound. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear, 3. So 5 up, favoured as each. No, that does go through. So is that going to kill 3?
2 each. Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 2, 2.
Okay, the Exarch is next. She's got 4 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
3s.
Strength 4. So wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -3.
5 up. No.
You get all this dust on this.
Oh, I do get always dust. What's the minus? -3. So it'll be -2. Still 5 up. No, so it does still go through.
Okay.
Okay, 1 damage. And the rest of the Banshees. Hitting on
3s.
Oh
Ooh.
dear.
Okay. Now I'm wrong because I was wounding on 4s, but I forgot. I've literally just said whirling death means they get a +1 on the wound roll. So
Yeah.
they're actually wounding on 3s.
3s, yeah.
Oh man!
Oh, wow, that is a lot of 2s.
That is shocking.
3.
Okay, so
-3, still 5 ups, and
okay.
so you do kill them.
2 go through at 1.
So I'll do my attacks back. I'm going to put everything into the Banshees.
Okay.
So this is the so -1 attack because of their psychic thingy bobs.
That's just James R.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
No. It's still.
Okay, so yeah, that's a benefit from Jane's R that the Banshees have. So my sorcerer's only got 2 attacks then, and he's at -1 to hit, but he still hits twice. And he'd be winning on 2s with his strength 7 weapon, and that's 2 -1s. 4 ups. Take 2 dead people. And these are the normal Marines. They've only got 1 attack because of the I can reroll 1s, so they still all hit. And winning on 3s. Only 1 basic save, AP dash.
3 up.
No!
Oh man!
Slightly embarrassing from the...
This is what we mean when we say a glass cannon.
Yeah. The Banshees hold, even though they rolled a 6 because they are in a happy place. The Zangors inevitably failed and 4 fled after that. So
among Jane Zar's many improvements, her aura provides having Banshees with +2 to their leadership.
Yeah,
which already 8.
Which
so.
would have, yeah, of course, which
it's made the difference because I scored a 9 on the morale check.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the end of turn 3 for the Eldar as we go into the beginnings of the end phase for the game as we go into Thousand Sons turn 4. The fate roll for turn 4, back round 4. I do my pact and it doesn't go off. So, the end of my movement phase for Thousand Sons. Not much has happened. These Angors are going to have to try and ignore this, and they're going to still go for the centre of the board. They're here to try and capture the Soul Stone after all. I've kept my rubrics in combat. If I pulled them out, then obviously I could shoot potentially Jane Zar and the Banshees, but I've really got nothing to shoot at them because the Terminators can't see them. So there we go. So they're staying in combat. They're going to fight last. They're probably going to get killed, but I'm going to try and cause enough damage psychically, albeit I can only do 3 wounds per phase against JZR. So I can't kill her in a psychic phase, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, let's go on to the psychic phase. I should say I've got 7 battle points now. But let's kick off with a smite from the Terminators, and they are that's going to go into your
The
Wraiths, yeah. And that's a super smite.
Oh, I'm laughing.
Yeah, going to try and deny it on double 6. That's a double 1. It's close.
Thank goodness my ghost helm prevents me from perils of the war.
Yeah. 2d3 against the...
She's getting her points worth out of her special ability, that's for sure.
She is, isn't she? So that is 5 mortal wounds I've just caused against them. Okay, moving on. Harada Ram will Doombolt Jane Zar. Warp charge value of 6.
How very dare he.
Yeah. Now there's my first perils.
That's come eventually. Do you know, he deserves it because he is a dude.
So I'll simply use a command point to ignore the perils that are warp, but that does fail. Adepts of the Immaterium is the command point. His second spell will be a smite. This is going to hit Jane Zar. This is on a 6 now. And that is a super smite on an 11.
Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it?
You've still got a denial with your second denial, haven't you? Okay, TD3.
Yeah, that's your 3.
There's my 3. So she's taken 3 mortal wounds, but I can't do any more damage to her in this phase. So the Infernal Master will Zinchi Firestorm the Howling Banshees in combat. So wow. No, you'll have to take that. So it's D3 mortal wounds.
How many command points you got left?
I've got so I take D3 mortal wounds. You want to do that?
No, you can do it.
Okay, he takes 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
5 up. Oh, that's a bit cocked. Oops. So that is 3 mortal wounds. They do it on 5 against that squad. He will increase his own. No, he will do on the Terminators again. Keep them alive, and that does go off. So.
And this is your last spell of the turn, is it?
It is, yeah.
I might as well try and deny. No.
No. Okay, and that's the end of my psychic phase. A bit quicker now. Taking casualties. I've got a chart. Oh, I've got shooting first. Hold on, shooting. Okay, Scabracot Terminators are going to split fire. These two are just about in range of these guys here. Are going to shoot their weapons at them. The rest of them are going to go into this guy. So this is the missile launcher.
Oh, hang on.
So these are the 2 against the warp spiders. -1 hit because they're in cover, so I'm hitting on 4s. And I score 3 hits. I'll be wounding you on 3s. Oh dear. I only get 1 wound. 1 -2 save.
Okay, so that. What's the damage?
5 up save, just 1.
No.
Kill 1. So number 3, deciding to put the wound on the Exarch, so he's not removed as a casualty.
I'll put that down there. I know which model it's for because the rest only got 1 wound each.
Sure, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can finish off that Wraith Guard. So this is the missile launcher, and he hits once, and he'll be wounding on 3s. 1 wound. -2 D3 damage.
5 up.
No. Only does 1 wound, so he's still got 1 left. Then I've got Soul Reaper, and only hitting twice, wounding on 4s, 2 -3 saves.
Ooh, that's not cool. I'll do them one at a time.
Okay. Is it 6s? No.
-3s is 6s. Yeah, so he's gone.
No, he's gone. Okay. Now I'm debating whether to charge. It's a 10-inch charge over here because they've lost their target there. But then I'm supposed to be going in that direction. You could overwatch me as well, which would be rather nasty. So, if I do make it, you're going to have to fall out of combat, which means... Look, it's a 10-inch charge. I'm going to declare it. Do you want to overwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, we did do Overwatch. Did do Overwatch, yeah. So they you got quite a few wounds in, but I saved them. But let's see if I can get in. No, that's a failed charge. Charges. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And that's it. So these are all. Oh, sorry, there is a charge. I am going to bring in Harada Ran.
Cool.
But he will obviously fight last. So who do you want to activate?
Well, I've only got Jane over there, so.
Oh, of course, Chef. Yeah. Harada Ran charge, he has to fight last, so he's going to have to survive a round of combat.
She screams in his face, and he's so stunned that she gets to stab him through the heart. So it's 2s re-rolling 1s, so that's they all hit straight 6,
I haven't just fed you my exotic sorcerer.
You might have, yeah.
Yeah.
So, 3s to wound.
Ow.
So that's
5.
3 at minus.
I think I made a dreadful mistake. 4 up and vulnerable, 5 saves, 2 damage. So that is 6. So he's going to be dead unless I command point reroll that. What a mistake. Damn it. Should have filmed it from this direction, really. Yeah, that was a proper mistake by me. I thought he'd be injured, but not killed outright. But he's just been dispatched. Does mean, however, my rubrics will be able to fight. -1 attack. So this is the sorcerer hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. Getting 1 hit. Strength is 7.
Good, toughness 4. Yeah.
Toughness 4 Eldar? I don't believe
He's
it.
a phoenix.
And the rubrics bounced. So yeah, that happened. That was a pretty stupid mistake. Right, so that's the end of my turn 4. No one's got the soul stone at the moment.
No.
So we're going to go into Eldar turn 4. There's not too many units left anymore. Okay, here we are at the end of Psychic Phase the end of all things. Psychic Phase for Eldar turn 4. The Smite went off, did a single mortal wound against the rubrics, but the guide spell did not manifest. So we're now on to the shooting phase. I should say what's happened. We've obviously
Oh yeah, right, movement.
Yeah.
The warp spiders have zipped over this gantry over here.
Yeah.
The Falcon has flown back
over there
to here.
Yeah.
The Guardians have remained stationary. Jane Star is poised to chop up some more Chaos Space Marines.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah, warp spiders.
So we're minimum 3.
Minimum 3 because I've still got 8 in the units and their blast. That's good.
So that's 3.
Ow.
So that's 10, 15, 20, 24, 27 attacks.
Oh my goodness.
So
Anyway,
this
right.
is the first 15 out of the 27.
Okay.
So we're hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Oh.
18 hits in total.
9.
I think it could be enough. Winning on 3s.
Wounding on 3s.
Those 2 dice? Yeah.
Oh.
Drop dice don't count.
Right. So -2 puts you on your invulnerable, does it? So
yeah. No 5 up Aura of Dark Glory invulnerable save. So you're battle focusing in that direction.
I am, yes.
You don't want to roll snake eyes.
I don't want to roll snake eyes. Right.
Otherwise,
fighters roll 2 dice for battle focus.
Yeah. No.
4.
You roll 1 eye, but
that
not
rubbish.
quite enough. And that puts them on the objective. I don't know if I said, but there is now a twitching load of monofilament slime in where the Zangors used to be. I can't seem to get my Zangors to do anything whenever I play with them. But there we go. It's obviously the general's fault.
Right. So the only actual legal targets now are the.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering whether to do.
Oh, I could roll a 2
you
or
could roll
3.
you could roll a 3. It becomes a 2. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend 1 command point on Raven Phalanx on the Scabcop Terminator. So all damaged weapons drop a point of damage.
Okay.
So
the D6 becomes D6 -1. So this is the Starshot missile launcher first.
Yep.
So this is going to be doing. Start again. Hitting on 4s because they're in cover.
Yeah. And misses.
I am going to roll 1 and I'm going to Strands of Fate 1.
Yeah, so 1's automatically hit, yeah. And the other one hits.
As well. So.
Yep. Toughness 4, strength lots.
That's frustrating. So.
I've got my 4 up and vulnerable because of Weaver of Fates. And that passes.
Cool. Missile hitting on 4.
Okay.
Misses.
Oh, okay. Now you. Is that it?
That's it for shooting. Now it's combat.
Combat.
And of course Jane goes first.
Jane goes first. Jane goes first.
It's not that Jane goes first, it's that everybody else
goes last. Yes. Right.
So she is going. I'm going to roll.
Okay.
So these are 2 up. She hasn't got guard on anymore, so it's just pure 2 up.
2 up. They all hit anyway.
Not bad.
And you've used 1 fate dice to get a 6 in as well, so that's all hit.
So they all hit the rubrics, and these are strength 6, so we.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that's awful. So that's 3 of them. -3, 2 damage each.
5 up. That's 3 dead. Okay, I'll do my attacks back. Only got 2 because of her ability. I only hit once, wounding on 3. I still don't wound. And then the grunt does hit and doesn't wound. Okay, that is the end of Eldar.
It's the end of turn 4.
4. The fate for the final battle round.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's what we like. What are they? So I cannot, so I'll have 3 of them and 1 of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to use my Infernal Pact.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. At the end of the movement phase for Thousand Sons turn 5, I measured carefully to see if I could forward this unit out of combat. Oh, focus. To get 3 inches of that, but I'm just about out. I'm a couple of millimeters out. So they're staying where they are. And in fact, the whole army's staying where they are. They have not moved at all. So I'm going to go straight into the psychic phase. I am going to... I am going to simply smite Jane Z with the Infernal Master. And, oh, that is a 4. No, that's a fail. So, he will smite instead. And that does go off now on a 9.
I'll try and deny that.
I'm going to try and deny that with your farseer. Not quite. So that is D3 mortal wounds. For 1. And then I'm going to spend my 5 Cabal points for a Malefic Infusion, or whatever it's called, to do another D3 against you. Oh, another 1! I just wanted to cause 3 mortal wounds out of 2d3. Never mind. I haven't quite... Or have I? Okay, the Scarabcot Terminators are going to do the Psychic Delve spell against the Warp Spiders, but they will fail. So yeah, that was a pretty poor Psychic phase. But
to be fair, you've had some stunning...
I've had some stunning ones. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, but there we go. So it didn't really work. So let's go into the shooting phase. There is a Warp Flame Pistol in here. It's going to automatically do D6 hits against Jane Z for 5. And these are going to wound her on 4s. Only 1, and you're going to presumably use a fate dice, are you? Or maybe you're not.
1
wound at -2.
What damage does it do?
Just 1.
Oh, she's only got 1
Did 1 wound left, yeah.
Yes.
So fate steps in.
Took off 1 strand of fate.
Okay. Right, the Terminators are going to put everything into your Warp Spiders. So this is the missile. Oh, right.
Yeah. So -1 to hit.
Lightning fast being played. Last command point. So this is the.
Well, until I get another one back.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend a command point which adds an extra dice to each of my Warpstone bolters. So here is the missile launcher anyway. So he hits. No, he doesn't hit. -1 to hit. This is the Soul Reaper. Hit on 4s. Only getting 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. And there's a 1-3 save.
So that's my 5 up invulnerable.
Yep.
No.
And these are the Warpstone bolters. 13 hits coming in. Wounding on 3s. Oh dear, that's a lot of 2s. Ow. But that is that many. 8? 7. 7 -2 saves.
Gosh. So we're looking for 5s then.
Yeah.
1, so 6. So that's
the squad.
That's the squad.
Okay. And that has wiped out the Warp Spiders into combat. Jane Z fighting first. Hitting on 2s. They all hit.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. She's done well. She's 5. 5 up saves. And that is the squad. So that is the end of Thousand Sons turn 5. As we go into Eldar turn 5, there is a steaming load of corpses around this soul stone.
I can at least go and.
But I think the Eldar are going to be the ones.
At least go and cap it now for the end of the game.
Exactly, yeah.
Victory points.
There's not much I can do about that. So the farseer smiting the Infernal Master. Yeah, I'll try and deny. Nope. D3 mortal wounds. 2. He's got 2 left. So that the James's boomerang into the Infernal Master. 2s. Hang on here.
Strength 6 for 3s.
3s.
That's
5.
5 saves at -3.
Ow. Okay. 4 up and vulnerable. And I save all but one of them. Is it 1 damage?
1 damage.
So he's still alive for the time being.
Right.
He's not got 4 up and vulnerable. He's got 5 up and vulnerable, and I'm pretty sure he's dead now. I'll just check the footage. He is slain. He's only got 5 up and vulnerable. So that's that. So just my Scarab Occult Terminator.
Yeah. Now I don't think I can possibly kill them all, but I'm going to give it a try anyway.
Give it a punt. Why not?
Wounding on a 4 doesn't wound. Okay. So then the missile launcher, Starshot missile, it's strength 8. So wounding on a 2, wound successfully. It's a -2.
That failed. Oh, -2.
Yeah,
no, it's a pass. Then.
It's a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I only did 1 psychic. Pulse legs 1 hit, 1 miss.
Yeah.
And 2 to wounds. Doesn't even wound.
Doesn't wound.
So last of all Guardians, the only thing in range is the missile launcher. So it's a Starshot missile. Hitting on 4.
Yeah.
Hits. Wounding on 2. Wounds. -2. You don't save it. 1 rubric takes. 1 scarab, sorry, takes 6 damage.
He does get evaporated. Do you want to do that last psychic thing, last thing of the game?
No, because it would have been to enhance one or the other.
Oh, okay. So that is it. So as the dust settles at the end of turn 5, the stone has been recovered by the crew of that Falcon, much to the relief of the Eldar. Both armies have taken a bit of a pasting, but to say the least. I've only got 4 Scarab Occult Terminators left in the entire army.
Tell you what, that aspiring sorcerer is going to make a name for himself when he he hides in the ruins until the Eldar have left, and then goes around resurrecting all the rubrics.
Still, your Guardian survived. So and Jane Z was as we all know,
she's a force of nature.
Yeah, she was a proper beatstick, and there we go. You know, lesson learned: don't try to engage her in close assault.
That's look. If anyone was ever in any doubt as to whether it is safe to charge her, it is not safe.
I mean, I should have worked it out. It's like I'm fighting last. I mean, if I was fighting first, you think, all right, I'll do it. But I got down to 1 wound at least. There we go. I really enjoyed that. Now we've got quite a bit of what's the word? Bookwork to do now as you work out what's what. So we're going to go away and do that now. But it is. Yeah, I think it's a Eldar victory, isn't it? Because you get more victory.
I get 30 for capping it at the end of the game.
So yeah, so it's 30 victory points to 10, I think, is how it all finished with a victory for
the... actually managed to pick it
No, nobody picked it up. It fell down the drain, you know.
Let's come along with like a magnet fishing line.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll work it out, and we'll say if any unit has gained anything at the end.
Bring on the penitent engine.